I believe the world is a different shape than what we were taught in those programming centers, which is called public school system. Now, the edge, which keeps all the oceans in, is a 150-foot ice wall, which is Antarctica.
Now, yesterday, the sun and the moon was in the sky here at the same time, which is not possible, in my belief, on a globe.
Holy shit, he did it!
Smart enough to build a missile from scratch, yet stupid enough to climb inside. My kind of crazy. That's Mad Mike, and he attempted to challenge himself into space with absolutely zero clearance to do so to see if the Earth was flat with his own two eyes. Twice. Flat earthers doubt that the Earth revolves around a star in the galaxy 100,000 light years wide, which has been traveling at 242 miles per second for 13 billion years. Okay, fine. I'm starting to see their point. As we all know, scientific facts are completely debatable. If science is so smart, how come it still hasn't beaten cancer? Or the hiccups? The only thing it's ever done is make that MILF Kylie look reasonably hot. People who don't trust science are the backbone of this country. Mad Mike doesn't run computer simulations or do math like some pussy. He boldly went where everyone that can afford a plane ticket has gone before. It's the coolest, most dangerous thing I've seen in 10 years of doing this show, which is why I launched that DIY astronaut to Planet Hollywood for this week's CeWEBrity Profile. Hey, Mike! Get over here, you old lunatic!
Daniel, this looks nothing like your show on TV.
That's the game here in Hollywood. It's all fake. Some of the biggest hoaxes in history were shot on this stage. Game of Thrones, the assassination of JFK, Benghazi.
I knew it. What about 9/11?
Nope, that wasn't us.
Okay.
I believe that was shot up in Vancouver. Now, how old are you, may I ask?
62.
And how many times have you climbed inside of a rocket?
2. And I'm the only guy in history to design, build, and then launch himself in his own rocket.
Are you legally allowed to leave Earth?
You know, we plan to get with the FAA and whatever else, but, you know, I'm not to that point yet where it's a $2 million venture to get me to space.
How much have you raised so far?
I think I got about $87 in my pocket.
So it's going a little slow. Do they fine you? Are you allowed? You're not allowed to launch a rocket.
They don't want me launching it from my backyard. They want people a quarter mile away from it. They want the airports notified.
And you notify the airports, you do all of that?
Usually.
Have you been a risk taker your entire life?
Well, I've been married a couple of times. I don't know. Dated a couple of women that probably pretty questionable morals. When I used to pick up women in clubs, I used to use neurolinguistics, which is just study of eye patterns and body movements. Okay. I would use that, but I would use the GUI theory, and that is go ugly early. You don't have to buy them any drinks, and you always get laid by 10 o'clock that night. Then you can go back on again. I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody.
No, but that's a solid theory. More bang for your buck.
I used to have a bad problem. I used to pick up women. I would, like, when it's asleep, I would write on them with a permanent magic marker. They couldn't know it till they got home the next day, taking a shower, looking, hey, what's going back there?
That doesn't seem like a hobby as much as it does assault. What's the game plan? You're planning to get to the apex of the height and then just eyeball it out the window? You're like, oh yeah, the Earth is round, and then come back down?
Well, I never said that I was going to try to prove the flat Earth at 1,800 feet. I mean, that's goofy. Even that's goofy in my books, okay?
Okay.
It was just supposed to raise awareness to get me to space to prove what shape this planet is. I believe it's stationary, motionless, and I believe it is flat.
I believe you don't believe that, and you just want a free trip to space.
A lot of people think that, you know. But I believed in my first wife also, so I don't know.
If I had her here right now, would she be shocked that you're shooting yourself into space, or would she say, yeah, that's about right?
I'd like to see her tits again. They were incredible.
Oh, you know
they were incredible.
Listen, nothing's better than history. Nothing's better than history.
Yeah. The thing is, everything has an expiration date. And once the gravy train has been formed, okay, I don't
Amen. You know how long I've been doing this show?
10 years.
Choo-choo.
Yeah, I know, man. You probably got direct deposit, though, so you don't even get the ka-ching. You just...
Direct deposit, really convenient, though. You don't like that?
I don't trust banks.
You don't trust banks?
Oh, no.
Where do you want me to put my money? I'm being honest.
I would think putting Mad Mike in space for $2 million.
You better make that motherfucker a two-seater, and I want to sit in front, and I don't want to sit behind you, because I don't want the last thing of us going into Earth is me penetrating through you.
Yeah, I don't even like the thought of that.
I made a globe. I think you'll like it.
Okay.
It's 100% accurate, I'm still working out some of the kinks.
The obvious problem, that's on an axis, and this world is not on an axis.
But how else am I going to get it to
You know
kind
what?
of spin?
I think you got to trim the edges. That's probably not to scale either.
No, this is to scale.
It is to scale.
Well, at least I printed it out. Do you believe in gravity?
No, I don't believe in gravity. If we live on a globe, those poor people in Australia are hanging upside down, and gravity's holding all this water. Some people that believe in the globe are telling me now there's no up and down on the globe. There's up and down when I'm with my girlfriend, you know what I mean?
Always back to the thrusting.
I'm sorry, that's part of my life.
What would it take for me to convince you that the world is round?
I don't believe anyone can convince me the world is round because they have no proof. I can believe in the Easter Bunny if I want to.
No, you can't. Not at this age.
I can't.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
I can.
silly. Well, you ever seen the Queen of England?
Not in person. I don't
Okay,
want
then
to.
does she exist?
I don't know.
You ever seen grandma porn? I've never seen it, but I know it exists. I actually want to watch it, but I don't want to look it up on my computer. I bet you've never seen the face of a sexually satisfied woman burn. All right. Do you call round earthers globetards?
No, here's the thing. In our lives, we need to quit fighting with each other, because that's what the governments and everything, they want us all fighting about. You know, what sports team you like? Are you Republican or are you Democrat? Are you Pepsi or Diet Pepsi?
Wait. Nobody's fighting over Pepsi or Diet
Maybe.
Pepsi. No, I'm a Sam's Cola guy myself.
Really?
Bulk.
It's nasty.
You gotta save money.
Okay, then go get a $20 hooker. I'm just saying, if you want to save money, go to Vegas, $20 hooker. And actually, they're probably cheaper than that on a Monday morning.
What's the cheapest hooker you've ever slept with?
I'm not saying either way. I'm just saying.
That's your business, but I respect it. I spent $500 for a hand job in Vegas once. Oh, it was horrible. My brother said he needed the money. Mad Mike, you done?
Oh, that was funny.
Turns out you don't need to be a rocket scientist to build a rocket. Technically, mine is just a firework that you can ride. I'm a little worried about the report.
I don't see any safety equipment, you know, and I'm all about safety. That's pretty evident, right? Because I want to live through this thing, okay? I want to see my cats grow up and, you know, see their grandkids and stuff like that.
Okay, that's weird. Are you doing any modifications to the rocket? How different is the next rocket going to be? Will it be bigger?
You know what? Keep asking me, keep getting bigger. I don't know. I'm not going to answer that question anymore.
Okay.
Probably will be.
Mike, you probably think I'm going to help you with your rocket. But going up isn't the way you prove the Earth is flat. It's going down. See, the Earth is only 2 to 3 feet deep in any particular place.
So you're telling me you found a spot 3 foot deep?
2 to 3 feet.
Okay.
Easy.
I traded Elon Musk a sack of Ambien for this drill. All right, there we go. There we go. Now grab my ankles and let's see what's down there. Ah, it's space, all right. Crawl space. There's rat shit everywhere.
Well, kiss my taint. That's all the proof I need.
Smells like Satan's Jack Shack down here. Pull me up.
I was not expecting that guy to be so horny. In this current climate, maybe it's a good time for him to leave the planet.